Alright, coming up on that open gate now. It'll take us out of the pond area. Oh, there's a trail right there. Okay. Holy cow. Alright, we're out of the pond, fenced-in pond area. Now we're in the park that is actually called Oakwood Park. Holy shit, scared the shit. Snake. Scared the shit out of me. Okay, so if you come out here, yeah, there's snakes. Don't say I didn't warn you. This son of a bitch went and hid in that tree. Alright, so as I was saying earlier, this entire park used to be Ojibway Town. You come out here, there are trails crisscrossing this park all over the place. They connect you from a road on one side, go straight through, connect you to a road on the other side. What these trails are is where the original roads were when this was a town. So when you're going from one end to the other, you're actually traveling on a road someone drove their cars on. I believe back in the 70s is when Windsor finally finished taking over the town. So you got over 40, close to 50 years of, oh, this is just overgrowth. And to show you what I mean, back up my story. Now, right in there is the sanctuary where the pond was. We came out. There's the trail. Connects one road all the way to the next road. Then, right where we're standing is this cement sidewalk. Other than the trees that have fallen down, it's pretty much bare this way, where it follows the sidewalk. Now, this is the sidewalk where we're on. Come up. And it stays relatively bare all the way through here. So, all this area where the pond is and the school is, that actually used to be people's houses. So we're going to follow what's left of this sidewalk. And maybe we'll see some other evidence of the town. Growing pretty heavy now. I'm not gonna get through anymore. So let's cut off of here, get onto the trail. We'll follow it this way. You can see that. There's the side, at very edge of the sidewalk. It's been long forgotten. For the last 50 years, no one's probably even thought about that sidewalk. Alright, there's a trail, goes off that way to the woods. We'll go take that shortly. So right now I just want to see what we find down this road, what's left of this road. This is one of the old original sidewalks that used to go to the school. Alright, I'm gonna go through, take a look through here shortly. But I think we're almost to the end of this road. So we'll go right to the end, check it out, turn around, we'll come back, take that little hidden trail. Yeah, this takes us out to the trails right there, walking paths out here on the line. We don't want to go there. Alright, let's go back in. We've barely even touched this place. Alright, where was that little hidden trail? Here. Deer tracks going across it. Yeah, so it just takes us over to this little side road. So until that worked for the fun of it, I guess. I didn't have to, but that was fun. The old fire hydrant. See what these, I think it's just see what these signs say. No exit. Oh. Manhole cover. I love to pop the top off of that and go in. Imagine how many are out here. No maintenance tunnels under the town that I'm sure no one's even thought of. It's a little side trail. I can hear people in there. This just looks like it takes you right down the long side of it. So, I don't think we're in the park anymore, so let's go in. See if we can get lost. Okay. Found just a series of trails throughout the woods. But what we want is a road. Where the roads are, houses are. So, let's wander, let's take these trails a little bit. Basically, pretty much in people's backyards right now. It's a big old pile of burnt ash. And I believe it was burnt here. Is this the old local party spot, maybe? That's supposed to be some old graffiti. All the trails seem to lead into this spot. That's weird. Well, if anybody has any idea about this, drop it in the comments below. Even if you just have a theory. There's a gigantic pile of rubble here that's been burnt. Trees are pretty crisp around it. Different stuff painted out on the trees. Alright. Enough of this spot. Let's go for a little walk through the trees some more. See if we can find some where the houses were. I'd love to find an old foundation. But I'm not too sure. Oh shit, mud. Oh man. That was gross. It's all swamped out back here. I wasn't watching where I was walking. I just walked right through the center of this mud pit. Shoes are soaked in mud. It didn't help. I had my shoelaces untied and I had to tie up my shoelace all full of mud and muck. Because I should watch where I'm going. Alright. Now, as I said, there are sidewalks and roads running all over the place in here. Now what we have here is another one of the original sidewalks. Now it goes off this way. Trail, it's pretty overgrown. But if we turn behind us, this is the original sidewalk. So let's travel the sidewalk. And see if it'll take us to any old foundations or evidence of roads. I don't know about anybody else, but I personally think this is cool shit. Come on, a sidewalk from a town that hasn't existed since before I was born. Most people my age don't even know this exists. There's another trail over there. Someone's running with their dog. Right now, we're more concerned with this old sidewalk. Now, there's got to be some more evidence of the town. That big old boulder back there. I'd love to come across a piece of this old sidewalk that has the date stamped in it. Now, the sidewalk continues this way. The trail turns off that way. That way, there's a big old boulder and a piece of wood nailed between two trees. I would kind of like to get over there and check it out. And then come back and keep going straight to an old power line. Telephone pole, power hydro pole. In the meantime, let's go see if we can get over there, because I'm curious. Do some zigzagging between all these little islands. Work my way over. Maybe white shoes wasn't really the smartest idea for the day. Okay, this is right in the middle of some trails that are pretty much washed out. Not really getting over here very well. Maybe in from this side. Who knows? I have no idea where that trail goes. But what we see over here is the big cement boulder I was talking about. You pretty much guarantee this was here since the town was. Got their little fire pit there. Platforms all up in this tree. So let's go up this. Holy shit. Good. Now. See what it takes to get up this stupid platform. See what the view's like up there. Okay. From my old sidewalk. That little lookout I was at. Wow, I really went through the hard way. Long way. Holy crap. Guess I was playing in their little fort. Okay. Now again, sidewalk lines up here. Trail goes that way, but we're gonna stay on the sidewalk. Because I see an old hydro pole. And where there was hydro, there's usually a house. So there's gotta be foundations nearby. Oh. Around a little bit, back on the sidewalk. Now I'm going to see if I can find any old maps of this neighborhood, or of the town, I mean. And if I can, I'll post them. I'll show you where we are in retrospect to where the town was. Alright, got this old hydro pole that we found so far. Traveled this old sidewalk as far as we can. Here they see it's a complete washout. There's no way to get through there. Alright, now there is a trail over this way. Let's go over and see if we can get to that. See if it's anything. We'll follow that one, see if it leads us to anything. Now, I've seen pictures online. I don't think we can cut across here. I've seen pictures online that people have posted. Where there's more sidewalks, road, Maxwell Road. And some foundations out here. I'm hoping we find them. If we don't find them today, I could always come back on another day and continue the search. I would, in the future, like to make a complete video just on Ojibway Town. Well, in case you're wondering why I just got quiet, we just stepped onto another sidewalk. Fortunately, everything at this end is washed out. The sidewalk we were just on is just right there. There's our old pole we found. The trees are pushing up the concrete, swallowing it. That's cool. So just stops right here. I believe they must have tore it up because it looks like some concrete right there Nope. Looks like some concrete right there. Ah, never mind, it's tree log. I don't know if you can see the ducks. Alright, let's follow this sidewalk, see if it gives us anything. I had nothing but time today. I see the sidewalk we were on is just right there. I hear woodpeckers. Somebody was building a little fort. I'm gonna get off this sidewalk. It would be nice to see a little sidewalk that would have went up to someone's house on the sidewalk. So we'll keep watching in the trees. Let me know if you see something that I miss. Shortly, we're going to go off the sidewalk and just start cutting through the trees. See if we find something that way. So we're almost to the end of this sidewalk anyway. Well, here's a little cross trail. Another trail. I'm gonna assume that's another sidewalk, or not. This looks like one of the ones the city put in. Just graveled it from one end to the other. But when we walk along it, we find this. So this is another main sidewalk. Now, I may be wrong on my dates, my time frames. It has been a while since I looked anything up on the old town of Ojibway. As far as I can remember, it was originally built, I believe, in the 50s for a steel company that was starting up. In between Sandwich Town and LaSalle. I'm gonna have to look that up because for some reason I think I'm very wrong. See, that's what I'm talking about. It goes from one road And this would normally stretch right across to the next road. It gets washed out in there. So I think we're gonna have to come back here and make a part 2 later in the summer when this dries up some. Unfortunately, once it dries up some, it also means it's gonna grow in more too. I really wanted to travel this pathway clear across. Ooh, mucky, mucky, mucky. Holy jeez. Fucking duck scared the hell out of me. Asshole. Oh, these were those ducks I seen from over there. Alright. I'm gonna start heading back towards the pond where we came in. There's not a whole lot left I can see here right now. That's it. Over half this place is swamped out right now. So, we're gonna make a part 2. Anyways, the original reason I came here was for the sanctuary. Being that this is part of the original Ojibway Town, it's kind of just a really good bonus on top of it. So we'll come back, make a part 2, which will cover mostly the town, which we kind of just did. But some of these areas that are all swampy, that we can't get to, those always seem to be the good spots. So, that way is out. That way continues. Let's go back this way. Okay, this is the path where we came off of. So, we're going to go back to the middle. It's one of those 2 sidewalks. And we're going to go through the trees this time. That should be fun to get through. That ought to be fun to cut through. Alright, sidewalk's right there, goes up there, so we're gonna turn, go through here. Kids starting to make their little forts. Everything's probably so covered up and overgrown, probably won't see anything in these trees anyway. But, you never know until you try. Even though it's a pain in the nuts. Alright, we're already into some swamp. I gotta cross. Alright, well, back to my story. back in like 40s or 50s, there was a steel company came to Windsor, or well, the Windsor area anyway, and wanted to open up a steel plant right near where the Windsor salt mine is. So they had anticipated that they were going to be a very large company. And they didn't feel that the surrounding towns could supply them with enough workers. So what they did was they purchased a whole bunch of land. Built their own town. Started bringing workers in. They had their own town, their houses, their own schools, their own stores. Completely self-sufficient. Now, problem was, they didn't grow to be the size they had expected. And much of the area for their town was left empty. Time went on. The company pretty much shut down. Most people just started leaving the town and heading into Windsor, Sandwich Town, or the cell. So eventually, Windsor decided, as it always does, it wants to be the big dog on the block. Came in and forced everybody to take their buyout and hand the properties all over to the city of Windsor. And then the city came in, bulldozed everything. They left nothing standing. Because, you know, that's what Windsor does. They don't give a crap about anything. So, on top of that, the cell was doing some whining and crying. Being a spoiled little sister next door. No, we want some property. We're not big enough. We want to grow. We need to come towards Windsor. So Windsor gave up a bunch of the land and donated it to LaSalle for their growth. A lot of it they actually built on. Ow. And a lot of it ended up staying bushland and just overgrowing to bush and becoming parkland. So that's why I say, if you go to Brunette Park, whatever you want to call it, you'll find some sidewalks and foundations and stuff like we're finding here. Now, there. Big old chunk of sidewalk or driveway or road. Whew. Right now I haven't got a clue where I'm at. I know there's trees down everywhere. Oh, right next to a trail. Never mind, I know where I see it. Oh. Another chunk. Alright, so in case you're wondering, yeah, Ojibway Town was obviously named after the Ojibway Indians. This trail's getting brutal. Another manhole cover. What is the date on it? Surprised. Normally they date them. I got a feeling it's locked down. Follow this trail. We have to find our way back to the pond. That's where my car's parked. It's outside there. Okay, there's the fence for the pond. And sidewalk continues. This place is pretty cool. I highly recommend you come out, even if all you're going to see is some old forgotten sidewalks that you get to travel. Do it. Okay, so anyway, back to Ojibway. Now, I always heard stories that behind Ojibway there was some sidewalks and that from the old neighborhood that used to be there. It's just been recently that I've gone looking for them, and I found them. I do have another video of Ojibway prairies where I ended up in some of the backyards that still have the property line dividers. See, we're walking the sidewalk, and then here's some more slabs from the sidewalk. Oh, I just so wish we'd find house foundation. Or even a driveway would be cool. Oh, look at these trees just come up through the sidewalk. There's chunks and pieces poking up. Keep going. Some more sidewalk. Finally, something different. Cinder block from the foundation. Oh, we could be on someone's property right now. All right. Alright, that's all swamped out. Alright, so we've pretty much covered the entire center of this place. So now, we gotta get back to the car. Try and get out of here now. I don't want to go over the fence now. There's a whole lot of people over there. I won't have to go over the fence. I'll go around the school. See? More sidewalk. More proof of homes here. More. That's why this is all raised up. More. And the original fence poles. Here we go. This is when sanctuary was in operation. Now the only reason that sign is on this side of the fence in all these woods is because when that sign went there, these woods weren't here. This was neighborhood. More concrete. Another entrance gate, which means it's a big gate. There would have been a little road right here. If you see, that's what I thought. You've got this gate for them to get in and do maintenance on the property. You come out here, leading up to the gate, we have little tidbits of information. We have concrete. Some concrete for a driveway that is now gone. And keeping in line straight out from that gate, it's an old barricade. They probably would have had a fence or something hanging off of it. So keep traveling this line. Now, when we were in there, we noticed the pond's not very full anymore. Well, that's because the city decided they wanted to keep it drained. As you can see, right in there is the pond. This is that little drainage that we've seen from inside that comes out. So they pump the water through and over here once it gets to their level and lets it flow out all into there. What you need to do is shut that thing down. Shut off the drain and let the pond refill. Bring this place back to what it was. We have rocks here. Alright, here's another sign. We have our old sidewalk. Old entrances to the school. Another sign saying no entry. And the sidewalk continues. Okay, as you can see, right over here. This old sidewalk goes here, comes, turns to the old original sidewalk that went into the school. Alright, so if you like this video and you want to see some more like it, then go ahead, drop down below, hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. And while you're at it, might as well just hit the bell. Then you will be notified each and every time I upload a new video. So until the next one, get out there and get exploring. Enjoy.